Hello, everybody. Lucas Haneman here. Welcome to this week's episode of Guitar Tone Tuesday. Hope you are faring well this week. I know I am. I wanted to talk about two subjects that may be a little bit controversial in the guitar world, shall we speak, this week. Now, maybe not as controversial as they used to be. I think people are kind of coming around to these things now. It's taken a while, but people have been coming around. Guitar players are very traditionally minded, right? We like our Tellys, we like our Strats, we like our Les Pauls, we like our Martins, we like our Gibsons, all this kind of stuff, right? And we like guitars that resemble those guitars and all that stuff. But why is it that we're so afraid of innovation? Why is it that we're so afraid of change? You know, when sometimes the change really is for the better if you are a player, someone who's playing live in the trenches week after week, night after night, or if you're somebody who just wants your guitar to feel and sound consistent from day to day. This guitar represents a couple of those things. On today's episode of Guitar Tone Tuesday, we're going to talk about roasted maple and stainless steel. Two innovations that I think, personally, are no-brainers for guitar players playing live today. This guitar is a Melancon Custom Artist made by the late, great Gerard Melancon. I was very fortunate to get an artist deal with Gerard, and this guitar he built for me in 2019. It was among the last 10 or so guitars he made before he passed away, and I'm very sorry for his passing because he was just an amazing, amazing builder, and what an honor it is to be a Melancon guitar artist. And I still call myself a Melancon guitar artist even though Gerard has passed away, just because these guitars are so fantastic. Now, let's turn it over. Let's look at that roasted maple, okay? Now, there are examples out there of heavily roasted or toasted maple. This is not one, but you can see, hopefully, that it's not quite as brightly colored as most maple. It kind of has this nice caramel hue to it. Roasted maple is it's maple that's kiln dried, like a normal maple neck from a guitar company. But what they do is they take that maple and they put it in an oxygen-free oven, and they basically toast it until the cellular structure of that wood becomes more stable, more consistent. it's removing something called lignin in the wood. And what that does is it makes the wood scientifically resemble older lumber. So this neck, if you put it under a microscope, looks like an older neck from, let's say, 50 to 60, maybe even 70 years ago, like the early days of Fender guitars. This neck would molecularly look like that, because the lignin has been removed from the wood, which the lignin is what makes the wood kind of unstable as we move from climate to climate, etc., etc. One thing I will say for sure about this neck on this guitar is that it doesn't move. The other thing that's great about it is it's very lightweight. When you roast maple, it removes about 25 to 30% weight that would usually be there, something like that anyways. And so this neck is extremely stable. You know, I live in Canada, and most guitars, even at the best of times when you humidity control your environment like I do here in my studio, even then, when you take your guitar out into the bitter cold, in the dry weather, fret sprout can occur. This guitar has had no fret sprout, no movement until, I took it to a luthier last year in 2024 to get a new nut put on, and I think he said he tweaked the truss rod just a tiny bit, but up until that point I hadn't done anything to the truss rod on this guitar. And in Canada, that's odd. It's very odd. And I gotta say, like, it sounds wonderful. You know, it sounds really, really cool. We're gonna get to the sound in 1 second. But the other innovation that this guitar has is stainless steel frets. Okay, now this is controversial. Stainless steel has been around for a while. I think Parker Fly were the first guitars to do stainless steel frets. But stainless steel, you know, so I guess we're talking, what, maybe 25 years, maybe 30 years if we push it, in terms of stainless steel being a thing. But it's taken people a while to warm up to it. And they say that when you play your guitar acoustically, stainless steel has an unpleasant zing. That's what some people say. I don't hear it. Okay? Yes, there's a little bit of a top-end zing when you put stainless steel frets on your guitar, but it's so negligible, and it's not harsh, in my opinion. It's not harsh. This guitar I've had for 6 years now, and I have not had to do anything to the frets. No polishing, no buffing, no levels, no recrowns. They are so smooth still. Even when I'm bending up here, you know, the upper nethers of the neck, no dead spots. And they just feel like glass. Still, after 6 years of playing the crap out of this thing, they still feel like glass. So, in my opinion, if you have the option to go for stainless steel, just go for it, man. Listen to this thing, okay? Let's go for the neck pickup. These are called rockabilly pickups. They're made by a guy in Canada from Newfoundland named Craig Vineham. Okay, let's check out the neck pickup on this guitar. Both together. I'll throw some tremolo on that. I dig it, kind of the Pop Staple kind of vibe. Pop Staples, yeah. Great guitar player. Okay, here's the bridge pickup all by its lonesome. some of those bends, you know, I wouldn't dare do that on a guitar with nickel silver. And these are 11 gauge strings, you know, so and those bends are causing no fret wear that I feel anyways, you know. And you know, people talk about that zing, right? The zing on the stainless steel frets. But, you know, I could go to my neck pickup and I can roll back the tone and go for something really jazzy sounding, you know, like you know, to me, I mean, that's dialing out all the zing. I actually prefer a little bit more. But I can, you know, I can darken it up. You get the idea, right? They can sound very warm. This guitar can sound. This guitar is kind of a guitar that can do anything, as far as I'm concerned. It's kind of my do anything guitar. If I go to a gig and I don't know what it's going to be like, I bring this guitar. Okay. Well, I hope that makes sense to you guys. I mean, to me, it's really roasted maple stability, right? Roasted maple is stability, stainless steel consistency. Why would we not go for these innovations? I mean, I want you guys to let me know. Do you guys hate these things? Do you hate roasted maple? Do you hate stainless steel? I know there are some people out there who do, but the guitar resonates. And the other thing that this guitar has going for it is the sustain. And I attribute that partially to the stainless steel frets. I mean, largely it's due to the fact that this guitar was put together beautifully with a very tight neck joint. But my gosh, I mean, when I record with this guitar, with my group, with the LH Express, I often, I'm the first one who has to start turning down my volume control at the end of a song because chords, they just ring and ring and ring and ring. For a bolt-on neck guitar, this thing has a massive, massive sustain. So that's just my opinion. I want you guys to let me know yours, like I say. And yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next episode of GTT. Next Tuesday.